The US is saying it's preparing to take significant action against militias that have carried out attacks on American targets. For days, the Biden administration has been hinting at strikes in retaliation for a drone attack on a remote US military base in northeastern Jordan. That's known as Tower 22. 3 American troops were killed in the incident on Sunday. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has said it's time to take further action against these militias backed by Iran that have attacked US forces on land and at sea. And let's look into this now with H.A. Hellier, a senior associate fellow at the International Security Studies at the Royal United Services Institute for Defense. He joins us from London. So do you think Washington is planning for a one-off retaliatory show of force in the hope it will close the matter? Or are we looking at another front in this already very volatile Middle East?
So a combination of the two, and thank you for having me. I don't think this is a one-off in the sense that I suspect that there will be a sustained campaign of strikes over the coming days. But I do think that it's a widening and regionalization of the conflict. You see what's going on in Gaza, where the Israelis are being accused of genocide in terms of the bombardment campaign. You see how that's then led to tensions in the Red Sea with the Houthis interrupting maritime shipping through the Red Sea. Of course, they were involved in piracy elsewhere, but this was specifically about the Red Sea, and the US and the UK, backed by others, decided to carry out strikes in the Yemen. You have Lebanon heating up as well. None of this is particularly good for stability in the region. And while I agree that the Iranians are engaged in extremely bad acts across the region and have been for a very long time, I'm not sure that it makes strategic sense to look at this in isolation. The Houthis are not on their own in terms of the threat or in terms of the actions that they're carrying out. They are responding to Israel's bombardment and the incredibly high civilian casualty rate in Gaza at the hands of the Israeli forces. The same thing when it comes to provocations and escalations more widely in the region.
Talking about the region, I've seen that everyone is wanting to avoid escalation. Do you think Washington is making a mistake here?
I don't think that everyone wants to avoid an escalation. On the contrary, I think that the government of Israel at present is looking for escalation and is trying to drag the United States into escalation in a number of different places. It's very ironic for me as a security analyst to see that the United States is actually not doing much at all to hold back its own ally in the region from escalatory measures, particularly when it comes to Gaza, where, as I said, they've already been taken to the International Court of Justice for genocide charges, in the West Bank, where the level of violence has simply been increasing over the last few months, where hundreds of people have been killed by Israeli defense forces as well as settlers. The escalation here that we need to be very concerned about, I'm afraid, is quite widespread and from American allies.
H.A. Hellier from the Royal United Services Institute for Defense in London. Thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us.
Thank you.